Hello and welcome back to Take a Sip podcast. My name is Amilcar, aka Techno Free, and also aka Leche.
And I'm Gustavo, aka Alpha Penguin, or also known as Tito.
And this is, and welcome back to our podcast where, we bring topics to the table and share with one another while sipping on our favorite beverages. But in this case, we're going a little bit more casual. I'm sipping on some Canada Dry soda.
And I'm just with the lemon lime Gatorade.
And today we're pretty much just gonna be talking like what's been going on the last few days and just talk about interesting facts and some news that's been popping up here and there, like just not also gaming news but also
pop culture news.
Yeah, pop culture news and stuff going around.
Yeah, like world news a little bit. Like the biggest one, if you haven't heard, sadly, rest in peace, Mr. Chadwick Boseman.
Oh yes, man. Chadwick Boseman, tremendous actor, dude. More famously, known for his Black Panther.
Yeah.
Black Panther, being the Black Panther actor, sorry.
The Black Panther role, yeah.
Yeah. But, he also had bigger roles in other movies, like playing, I believe he did a baseball movie. I forgot if it was Jackie Robinson.
I think that
he
was
played Jackie Robinson. I saw that movie. That movie is really good. I can't think of another role that another movie that he does.
He did 21 Bridges. I think you're talking.
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking of 42.
42, yes, that's what the movie's called. Yeah.
I mean, there's just a bunch. I haven't seen a lot of these. Oh, he was in God of Egypt.
Oh yeah, I do remember now. Yeah, he was the super smart god. Man, I can't remember the god's name, but he was pretty hilarious in that movie actually. Playing a really self-centered smarty pants pretty much. So smart but clueless at the same time. So no, but seriously, prayers to him and his family,
yeah, definitely
going through that. And I mean, no family should go through dealing with, cancer. And
4 years though, too. Like,
I know he really did keep that under wraps, and it's ridiculous.
4 years, no one knew, no directors, no studios that he was working with or whatever.
Nobody but his close family knew about his sickness.
I mean, I do remember at one point there was a thing of he was getting thinner. Like, it was visibly, like, you could visually see it. Like, he was getting thinner. And I was just like, oh, it's just a new role. He's losing weight for a new role.
Mm-hmm.
And all these speculations. And sadly, it was the side effects of cancer.
It's just, it's kind of leaves you speechless a little bit.
Yeah.
But this definitely leads into that topic of like, of men taking care of themselves and like making sure, especially he got prostate cancer at such a young age. It's just baffling, That's usually known for men, over the age of 55 that usually get that type of disease.
Yeah, and he was
43.
Yeah.
I mean, he was younger than that when he got it, but it's a very rare
occurrence.
When a young person gets it, for sure.
But yeah, like you said, it's definitely like men taking care of their health, not just physically, but mental health. I feel like mental health isn't something really talked about. Well, it's talked about, but not really talked about in the male community.
Like, it's not taken too seriously.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like, especially me, myself. I mean, I'm undiagnosed, but I've had pretty severe anxiety attacks. You Techno have definitely seen my ADHD and high effect a lot of times. And I mean, even depression right now, I've had a couple of days where I just come from work and I just lay in bed and like no music, no TV is on. I literally just lay there. I can't fall asleep. I mean, it should definitely be something more normalized,
more talked about. Yeah,
more talked about. I mean, definitely seeking the help, reaching out to people. Like, it doesn't have to be a professional. I mean, it would be good to talk to a professional. But I mean, even still then, like,
even talking about it helps a lot.
Yeah,
it goes
I mean,
a long way.
I mean, Techno, you know this. Like, I've told you plenty of times, like, you are my person. Like, if I'm in one of those moods, like, I know I could talk to you and you know how to distract me from what's happening or just like get me back out of that rut. But definitely finding like a good support system around you, whether it be like your cousins, friends.
Just finding the support group that you need.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely surrounding yourself with people that actually really do care about you and not just you and your health, your mind, all of that together. It's always good finding someone like that or finding a group of people to follow up with that on a constant basis.
Mm-hmm. But definitely still seek out professional help if it's within the grasp for you. I mean, it's always good. Always good to go to a therapist, go to a doctor, and definitely voice your concerns.
Always. Leading up to his death, the spectrum of people on how, of course, people mourn differently and all that stuff with his death and whatnot. But there was other people that were concerned about how Disney would react, how you talked about, like how they didn't know this entire time, them filming Black Panther, them filming Infinity War, Endgame, and him not telling them anything. I can't, even picture like how he didn't tell them.
Yeah, and I mean, even for that being a big franchise, like the Avengers name, like I bet those have to be long, harsh hours for the actors. I mean, in studio, in costume, in makeup, like they must be exhausted, more exhausted than what they look like in the actual film when that's just them acting. Like,
yeah, seriously. No, I agree. It's insane, man.
Well, definitely, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. You will be missed. You will be loved.
Serious condolences to him and his family.
A lot of condolences. Not to turn the switch off, but to bring it back into the lighter mood. You're gonna hate me for this transition. Have you watched the WAP music video?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Sadly, I have, and I'm not impressed, dude.
You're not impressed.
Man, I don't like the song, to be honest with you. I really don't. I don't know, man. To each their own. What type of music they like and all that stuff. It's definitely catchy, but man, I can't, man. I can't. It's funny though. I give it that. It's pretty funny.
For the world, do you want to tell them what WAP stands for?
I definitely do not want to tell them what it means. I don't think it should be heard from me what it means. For sure.
I'll say it. The gay man in the room will say it.
Go for it, man.
It stands for wet ass pussy.
Oh my god. It cannot be said enough in that freaking song, dude.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, I don't. Okay. I get the song. I get. Uh, wow. Why am I blinking on her name? Like Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B. I get them. I don't understand the necessity for what's this chick? No, not Kendall. Kylie Jenner.
Uh huh.
I don't.
I really don't get that either. To be honest, I asked myself, I'm like, why did she show up? Oh man, I mean, we laugh at it, but man, it has over 180 million views. I mean, there's nothing to laugh or scoff about. Like you're like,
No,
oh,
I get it. I get it. A lot of those people are gonna be like, yes, I stand for Cardi B, or straight men probably trying to find something to do business to. But I mean, like at the same time, like you got to remember Anaconda from Nicki Minaj. That was a big song. I think the song was called "The MILF" from Fergie.
yeah, but that one didn't. It did
That
not
was
blow up as much as this or Anaconda did, though.
well. No offense to Fergie, but she kind of dropped off after she left the Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, it's hard to say it, but yeah, she did a little bit.
It's hard to hear the truth sometimes, but
yeah. Oh, but ever since that, that I don't know if you know that mistake she did, the national anthem she sang for the NBA and whatnot.
Oh my god, I remember
was
that.
the icing on the freaking shit cake, dude.
Yeah,
her thing was going down.
I mean, but okay, that's not in my books anyway. That is not gonna beat Mariah Carey singing the Christmas song in New York Times Square.
Yeah, back in I think 2018. Yeah, I do remember.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, that was bad.
Her voice was gone. She just stood there half the time. The dancers were the ones physically picking her up and moving her across the stage. Ay, ay, ay. What happened, Mariah?
I know, seriously, one of the greats. Just
Yeah,
slowly turbulent.
fallen.
I mean, she did drop a new album. I believe it was either this month or last month. It was one of these 2 months. I don't know. I don't listen to her music like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I stopped after like the 2000s,
but it
like
does
early 2000s.
But it does have pretty positive reviews. I mean, which is a good thing for her.
But those are just Mariah Carey stands. I mean, Britney Spears is also gonna have that same type of reviews when she comes out with music, from the ones who stand Britney to the ones who stand Christina Aguilera.
Hey man,
even till now, to the ones who stand Cardi B and who stand for Nicki Minaj. Like,
hey man, if they see themselves in there, that's how I see it. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Definitely. There's always artists you can relate to, artists you could actually, how would I would say vibe to and whatnot. So
yeah,
definitely,
I mean, something I've definitely vibed to recently. It popped up on Instagram, like some TikTok user probably used it. It was someone did a mashup of WAP to Toxic by Britney Spears.
Oh man.
You say oh man, but you have to listen to it because it's actually pretty fire.
Oh really?
Yeah, I mean it's still the same lyrics, sadly, but I kind of like it more than the original.
That's sad, dude. Sometimes the remake sounds way better than the actual song.
I know.
Crazy.
It's just too funny.
Oh man.
But how's life been treating you?
Life's been good, dude. It's been pretty quiet. Been working on stuff here at home, in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, the kitchen. That's your main thing right now. You guys just moved into the house, so for people who are listening.
Yeah, so I just recently bought a house. I mean, it was it's a really nice house, but there was a lot of stuff that needed to be done, a lot of renovations that we had to do
Yes.
ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like the kitchen had to be redone completely because it was atrocious looking for sure, to
There
say the
was
least.
that kitchen was 4 different styles trying to be one, and nothing worked.
More like 4 different decades trying to blend into one.
That too.
Uh, yeah, but that's coming along right now. We literally tore down everything. The floor is no longer there. We boarded everything up with new stuff and whatnot. So literally all that's left is to put new flooring tiles down and just to get our new cabinets and sink and all that stuff in place. It should be all set. Hopefully. So
Wasn't actually didn't your dad actually just found out that the brick wall that you guys had was fake brick?
yeah, it was fake brick. It's literally a little strap.
broke down the whole wall.
He literally is taking piece by piece angrily, be like, "Ah, man, whoever thought of this is an asshole." Oh my god,
That's funny. That's too
it
funny.
looks nice, but man, that's so much work just to freaking take that off, man.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh man, such a hassle, such a bitch.
Yeah. We could edit this out after if you don't really want to talk about it online. Are you still doing school?
I am still doing school.
You are still doing school?
Well, I'm supposed to continue coming October right now.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue is, I still have to do some like payments and whatnot. I'm missing some payments and whatnot. So I gotta finish paying that if I want to start again. So
okay. It's still through the same school, right?
so yeah, same still school, still online classes and whatnot. So
okay, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I just signed up for the same school, and that's been kicking my butt right now. I mean, yeah, I've had some late night study sessions recently.
Mm-hmm.
The very famous YouTube channel Chilled Cow.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, bro.
They put on the right vibes for someone to stay concentrated and do their work.
Bro, that's literally what I put when I'm fixing my room, when I'm cleaning, when I'm doing everything, dude. That is the channel to check out. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man, dude. It's funny because they created other
channels.
Other channels.
Yeah,
for different things because of Chilled Cow.
Yeah. There's like
it's funny, dude.
The Jazz Hop Cafe. I know there's one of like there's Tidal King, the Soul of Wind. There's one with a raccoon walking down through a park. They actually have some good ones too.
The one that I listen to when I'm gaming. This is specifically when I'm gaming.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's kind of funny because it just goes so well when you're slaying out in just like Call of Duty or anything like that. That's multiplayer.
Uh-huh.
Is the what is it? The Doom channel. The Doom Slayer. Yeah, it's literally Doom music. I don't know if you know the game Doom.
Oh, like the oh, really?
Yeah, it's awesome, dude. Oh man, it just hypes you up. Your adrenaline is just going off, dude. You feel like you're in a montage.
I gotta try next time.
It is funny, dude. Oh, it's so good.
The Doom Slayer?
Oh, I forgot what it's called specifically. It's just, let me see, dude.
I know there's one called Doom Radio.
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
By Proteh, Proteh.
Yeah.
That's it? Yeah.
You're gonna be like, oh my god.
All right, I'll check it right after this.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, but
It's like heavy metal, like all that crazy stuff, dude.
I mean, yeah. Anything else you've seen on the news you want to chat about?
I definitely do not want to get into like the political stuff that's going on. I definitely do not want to get involved in all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, that's a whole other podcast. To be honest, that's not the vibe we're going for.
No, I don't think we want to go that route with this at all. We could talk about.
I could talk about that stuff for hours, but I'm not going to.
I could too on like some political views, but I definitely, that's definitely an episode that we might make separate that we probably have to talk over for sure, because that's going to be a little touchy subject, because there might be stuff we definitely disagree or completely agree on, like, where things stand and things that aren't being done or being said by our president or by Congress or by our political figures and whatnot here in the United States.
Yeah, so, definitely. I mean, it's all just a shit show, for lack of better terms.
Now. I would like to say, I definitely agree on that 100%. Mm-hmm. It really is a freaking shit show.
Definitely, which is why we kind of do this podcast. I mean, to distract people, give different views on what's happening away from that side of the world right now.
Yeah, definitely just keep your mind off of what's going on in the political spectrum and all that stuff.
Well, not even just in the political spectrum, but just in the the world in general, especially
with
this pandemic right now.
Exactly. Yeah. It's more of a, like you said, distraction, which is sometimes a good thing, sometimes a bad thing, but.
Mm-hmm. Which, to distract you, I want you to look up Rowdy Rogan. ROWDYROGAN. This kid is 5 years old and he plays Warzone incredibly.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah. My younger brother showed me a video.
Yeah. This kid has crazy sniping skills. I can't snipe in any sort of game. I hate sniping.
Younger people for sure are gonna have better, eye coordination and all that stuff compared to us. I mean, I'm not saying that we're old. I don't think we're that old.
No,
we're both 25. So
yeah. But I mean, still, like, this kid has played with the whole FaZe like clan crew. He's played with Marshmallow.
Yeah, that kid. He's definitely something else. He's a different breed entirely, if you want to call it. He's literally the new breed.
His callouts are way better than mine. I'll be like, he's left, and everyone's like, what's on your left? Like, your left or right? Like, what's on your left? And this kid's just like, northeast 45, 400 meters away, and he'll like snipe him. He's down. All right, keep going. It's like, what happened?
Did I just get a stroke?
Like, I don't understand what's happening.
Oh my god, dude. No, but yeah, I know who exactly you're talking about now, and yeah, that kid is a legend. Like, literally, we're watching his legendary story literally being told right now.
Yeah,
it's crazy, dude. No, that kid is too good, bro. Hopefully some of those kids really do grow out of playing video games, but that kid has a lot of potential, dude. If he keeps going, dude, not only is he gonna have, like a lot of marketing for himself, a lot of
definitely, and his
stuff like that, like crazy, man.
Yeah, and from what I've seen, his dad's a gamer too, so his dad definitely knows the world that he's getting himself into. He'll definitely have someone on his side. growing up. I mean,
I want my kids to be raised in influenced all that stuff.
I keep something randy like just images that I find online. That's like, scientist shows that if you put your kid to watch Dragon Ball Z, he's gonna grow up to be a badass. And it's like all just like those funny things with like old shows we used to watch.
Yeah. Oh man, it's just I like those memes a lot. I know exactly what time I do. I mean, I sometimes miss those old shows, yo.
Yeah. I mean, well, we could technically probably find a place that they're played on.
Yeah, there's a lot of like services now, if you want to say that play all that old stuff.
Definitely.
No, but back to that kid being good at Warzone. I've been watching a lot of YouTubers and all that stuff. Like crazy montages and freaking insane clips. I've been watching a lot of YouTube on that stuff lately, and it's been crazy, dude. And there's a lot of hype on Cold War, dude. It's looking good, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw some multiplayer gameplay yesterday, and it looked awesome. It reminded me of like the BO2 days, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was nuts. I'm like, holy crap, dude. Just on a bigger scale, you know, of course.
Yeah.
But no, definitely, dude, it looks good. I actually might get that game, dude. I haven't said that in a while about a Call of Duty game.
About a Call of Duty game.
So the last one I got that I really wanted was BO3, and it kind of let me down a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, sadly, it did. I mean, I remember did I have? Yeah, I think I had 3.
Yeah, I think you got 3.
Yeah, but I mean, one game. So you also know that what's it called? DC had like a DC fandom type of thing.
Yeah,
so it was
DC fandom. It's literally like called DC fandom.
Sorry, like an online like expo for specifically DC things.
Yeah,
and it caught my attention. I'm so happy for it. I just hope it becomes really good, but there's still like a lot of backlash for it. Gotham Knights. Do you know?
Gotham Knights.
So
I don't remember seeing that.
So it's almost like a continuation of like Arkham City, Arkham Asylum.
Oh yeah, the
games. Yeah, but it's called Gotham Knights. Obviously, you're in Gotham City. It's a game, yeah. But the backlash to this game as well is that you don't play as Batman, because the whole intro to the game is Batman dies, and now you have to protect Gotham as I believe Nighthawk, Robin, Batgirl, and I want to say the Red Hood. I think that's who it is, Red Hood.
Yeah, most likely Red Hood.
So yeah, you get to play at them. So
I get what you mean, though. I would get that frustration too, though, against people. It's a Batman game without Batman, pretty much. But it doesn't have Batman in the title.
Exactly, because it was always Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City, or whatever.
Yeah.
This one's just literally called Gotham Knights. I mean, you're in Gotham, and those are technically the knights that protect the city, the town, whatever.
Yeah, since Batman is, quote unquote dead, not really.
That's the thing. I hope that's just a way for Batman to like get them all together for some bigger secret mission at the end.
Yeah, the Bat family all together and shit.
But I don't know. The way the game was set up, it seemed kind of serious because, like in his little speeches, this message is specifically made to get sent out
when he died.
when he died, that even the whole Batcave had to like get destroyed. Again, I don't know how true that is to the storyline.
Mm.
But that is pretty much like how the intro, and even in the game teaser that they showed, like that's how they set it up.
Yeah, it does sound like they really want him dead, at least for this game. That he's everyone believes that he's actually dead, but
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Come on, like I feel like even a true Batman, not even a real Batman fan, would know he's not really dead. Like
That's true. I mean,
they always bring him back. For some
yeah.
elaborate things they're planning for
How many
years and
times
years.
did Robin die?
How many Robins are there? That's the real
Exactly.
question.
Well, exactly. And out of all of them, I think only one of them actually did die. Spoiler.
Yeah,
Even though I don't know what I'm spoiling at this point.
spoilers, not spoilers.
Spoiling, not spoiling. Yeah.
One of them, quote unquote, died and came back as the Red Hood. There you go. There's that.
Well,
That's one spoiler.
Mm-hmm. But I actually no. Wasn't there one that actually like died?
Yeah, there was, and I think it was like the female one or whatever.
Was it?
It was the female Robin. Yeah, that's the one that actually died. Sadly, it was the only female Robin, and that's the one that died. And I forgot the Robin's name,
the little red girl.
Yeah, so that's the only one that actually died.
Yeah. No, but I think there was a boy one too then.
That actually died?
Yeah.
No, but he came back as the Red Hood. That's Tim Drake.
No, which is the storyline from that?
Which one? Because there's Dick Grayson that became Nighthawk. Then I said Nighthawk.
Nighthawk. I don't remember. I think I said Nighthawk as well. I think I said that earlier.
No, but he becomes that.
This just proves how much our brains are mush right now.
Yeah, it's pretty late. That's why. It's been a long day.
Let's be real. This is the earliest recorded in episode.
No, it really is. Yeah.
Because normally our episodes are 1 a.m. It is 11:20. We're not starting until right now.
Yeah, technically, we would be talking about starting soon.
That's true. Start talking about starting soon.
No, but like I said, Dick Grayson is the first Robin, and then goes Tim Drake, and then goes. God, there's like 5 Robins. I know there's 5 Robins.
Yeah.
No, 6 Robins.
Which one's his son?
Damian Wayne. Damian Wayne.
I don't know. There's just that Batman timeline is also just.
Dude, I got you. I got the stuff right here, dude.
Oh gosh.
So there is only 4. And I did miss one, and I think the one that died is actually Tim Drake that you're talking about.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, Tim Drake is the one that actually died. Yeah. Uh-huh. So Dick Grayson's the first original Robin, and then Jason Todd is the Red Hood.
Okay.
So yeah, there's technically 4 Robins. I mean, there's more, but I mean the other ones don't really count in my opinion. But they're saying there's 5 original ones because Duke Thompson is one of the Robins as well. I don't know who that is. I don't remember who that is. I think that's the blonde. I mean, not the blonde, the redheaded character. Yeah, I think it is. So there was 5 Robins. Yeah, I was right.
No, but it's also showing that Tim Drake comes back to life.
Then I don't know if anyone died.
I don't know either anymore. Is this part of the Mandela effect?
probably did.
A little spoiler for a future episode.
Potentially.
Okay, hold on. I'm not going to be able to wait for that actual episode. I need to talk about this one. This one Mandela effect. By any chance, do you recall, in the intro Disney movies, how it's the castle that shows up and then Tinkerbell flies up and with her little wand, she hits the castle and then the little light on top comes up?
No.
You don't remember that?
No, I don't. I just remember the thing coming on by itself.
Oh my god. Then because there have been a few people, the same thing as the whole Bernstein and Bernstein Bears thing, where that's like for a few movies, like the beginning Disney movies, that's what I remember. The castle comes up, Tinkerbell flies out, she hits the castle, and then it goes into the logo that we have now. Yeah, the arc and all that stuff. Apparently, there's no video footage of that anywhere.
I don't remember the Tinkerbell either, to be honest, 100%. I remember just it coming over the thing. There was no flash or anything.
Really?
Yeah. That's how I remember it.
Oh my gosh, like that's...
It's certain people, right? That's how I see that works.
Yeah, a few people, like, that's what they remember. And then we see the intros now, and it's like, okay, like, they just took Tinkerbell off, but apparently there's no video evidence of that happening. Yeah.
That's crazy to even think about. Kind of scary, though. That a big population would actually think that way. Then the rest is,
That's what I'm saying. It's like how... And that just leads into the whole multiverse timelines crossing over type of conversations.
That's definitely a different story that I feel like we could go way in depth with in a different episode for sure.
And even for like to have that type of conversation, I'm gonna go into the Flash multiverse conversation as well.
You're literally gonna go balls to the wall deep on how how this goes into. I already know you go straight into detail, into the most minute detail into there. So
yes,
we'll get to that.
I think that should be an episode I just talk on my own. I just do everything on my own. Hey, welcome back. It's me.
It's just me.
And you're going to listen to me for an hour.
Oh my god, dude. No, but yeah. We'll definitely talk about it, dude. Don't worry.
And I could do that episode for more than an hour by myself.
That one's gonna be. I think that's gonna be one of those extended episodes for sure, though.
Extended episodes. We'll put out director's cut out after.
Yeah, seriously. Slice it up into two, part 2 and part 1 of that one. All right, back to this DC stuff that we were talking about.
Yeah. When
DC did their fandom thing, oh my god, I feel like they took over YouTube for like a solid 2 days.
Oh,
just of like trailers, extended trailers, this and that. They just threw everything at you at once. It was ridiculous, dude. I don't know if we spoke about this in the last episode.
I don't think we did. I don't think we touched it at all. But I mean,
it didn't come out at the time. I don't think it did.
Yeah, I think it literally came out like,
or maybe it did. No, it's been a while. It's been a while already. I don't think we touched on it.
I think it happened. We did the last episode, and then we haven't touched it. How am I burping on Gatorade?
And I'm not on soda.
No. You're passing your burps over to me.
Seriously, dude.
But yeah, no, we didn't touch about DC fandom. We were more talking about our lore last episode.
Like DC has like banging stuff coming out, dude. They got the new Batman movie coming out. They got Justice League Snyder Cut coming out, dude. Holy crap! They even freaking teased Black Adam.
Yeah.
They teased the new Suicide Squad movie. I'm like, God damn, dude.
No, I don't think that's a movie.
No, I think it is. No, dude, it's a movie, bro. It is a.
I think Suicide Squad is a movie.
Are you sure Suicide Squad 2? It's literally, that's the title.
Really?
Yeah. It's crazy, dude. I know, to even think about it, dude.
Really?
They have so many people coming out in that thing, dude.
The movie wasn't that good, though.
It did make mad money, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's why.
Well, yeah, because I've told you this, as much as it pains me to say this, I'm a big DC fan. I love DC. I love Batman, Superman, Flash, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Wonder Woman, all of them. Their live action movies are crap. Compared to Marvel movies, DC movies are crap. I mean, except for like the first Wonder Woman movie, that one was actually really good.
And Aquaman. I mean, I could give Aquaman.
I haven't seen Aquaman.
Oh man, dude, what?
I think there's a thing with Jason Momoa. I can't do it anymore.
Seriously, dude?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. And I mean, Aquaman is my favorite. I almost said Poseidon. Aquaman is my favorite like DC character, but I can't get myself to watch it. I don't know why.
And dude.
Yeah, but now I will say this. I feel like a lot of Marvel animated stuff is more towards kids.
Oh, it is 100%.
Yeah,
I mean, they know who they're capitalizing off of. Though. Yeah, that was meant for them, which I mean, it lost opportunity in my opinion a little bit because Marvel could literally go in some dark places for sure.
Yes, but that's why the whole DC animated world is so much more better because they've put out some dark movies.
Look at their latest animated movie,
the one with Apocalypse.
Yeah, Apocalypse War. Yeah, dude. Oh man, talk about freaking gritty. Talk about death. Like, holy crap! Everyone died. Everyone died. Oh my god, dude!
They physically show Superboy getting his neck snapped.
Yeah, they show Zatanna freaking getting ripped in half. Oh my god, dude! Holy
I forget.
crap.
It was one of the.
Jesus.
I know it wasn't Boomerang.
They show.
I think it was Harley Quinn. They show Harley Quinn on the floor with her guts out.
Yeah, it's
I was like, what? I mean,
it's a great movie for sure, dude. It's not meant for kids, 100%.
Cyborg is half a robot, but yeah, he got ripped apart too and still kept alive. Like he was attached to the wall.
Fantastic, though. Oh my god, talk about storytelling, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, dude. It's so good, man.
That's why I love all their animated stuff.
That's what DC is really good at, and I feel like that's what's keeping them afloat. And some of these live action ones, the good ones, are keeping them afloat.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to the movie spectrum, you know, the movie industry, pretty much. I mean, right now, since they capitalized on this all this new stuff that's coming out, hopefully it goes well for them.
I mean, definitely. Hopefully once Wonder Woman comes out too, I mean, hopefully that goes great for them as well.
Yeah, I think that's the closest one that we're gonna get for DC, because the rest of these DC movies won't come out until like end of 2021, somewhere in 2022, maybe.
Because wasn't there also rumors that the whole Batman movie, the one with Robert Pattinson, that one was having a couple of issues as well, like behind the scenes wise with like
the script
directors scripts.
Yeah, because they didn't know which direction to take it with. And then on top of that, the pandemic came when they were still filming it. So, it definitely made a lot of complications here and there with that movie.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, it does look pretty good. Robert Pattinson in that suit does look kind of weird, in my opinion, but it's more grounded, if you know what I mean. More realistic Batman. Almost like they didn't want to make him overly dramatic, strong, or over dramatically, dark or gritty.
Yeah.
They centered him down a little bit more.
Well, that's always been the thing, though. If you look back at all the like Batman movies, they concentrate him on being more of a crime fighter. They don't focus on him being a detective.
Exactly, and I feel like that's where this is going towards.
That's what his main thing is. He is a detective first and a crime fighter second.
There's a reason why they call him the world's greatest detective.
Exactly. So, like, even with the past Batman movies, yeah, they're great, but they're action movies. They're not suspenseful detective type of films, which is what I believe they're trying to go for in this one. Like, we will see the Batcave a lot more often, I believe, and like a lot more of his gadgets and figuring stuff out, hopefully with Alfred right next to him, because Alfred's even has been a big part of solving all these crimes with Batman.
See, that's why it looks interesting to me, because it's a different direction completely, like you said. So that's why it's a little nugget here of like, a little spark of interest coming towards me. Like, I want to see it for that, to see what it could be, and hopefully it's exactly what I think it is.
Exactly.
So, we'll see.
Yeah, and even so, then Robert Pattinson, everyone has him so tied down with the Twilight series, with the Twilight movies.
It's sad, dude. It really is sad for him. Yeah, but
if you look at his other work, he's a great actor.
He's an amazing actor, actually.
He's an incredible actor.
He made a great film with Willem Dafoe. I don't know if you know who that. Yeah, you know who Willem Dafoe is, right?
Yeah.
He made a great movie. I haven't seen it personally, but I've definitely seen like the accolades he's gone towards this movie. That his acting chops are like almost, Oscar winning. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, he got nominated in that movie with Willem Dafoe. So, I mean, that just shows his acting chops. That he's actually he's a really talented actor for sure. He shouldn't be downplayed.
And even so, then, like, he's in this this movie that just came out recently. That's, I'm hearing, is getting great reviews. Is Tenant.
Oh yeah, he's I don't know if is he the protagonist in that movie.
I think he's not the protagonist. I believe he's the protagonist, like, sidekick.
Oh, he's a sidekick or something like that. Okay.
I'm guessing. I haven't watched it myself.
I mean, if he was an antagonist, that'll be interesting too, though, because that would be a different role for him.
Hold on. I literally pressed Tenet cast. It has John David Washington. It literally says the protagonist.
Oh,
like, not even his role. And then Robert Pattinson, Neil, Elizabeth Debicki as Kat.
Okay.
That's the first time I've ever seen it just say the protagonist on anything.
He's straight up the protagonist. There's no other one. He is the one.
Yeah.
No.
But I mean, yeah. Hopefully Robert Pattinson brings a different flavor and a different light to the normal Batman that we are also used to.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean,
how many Batmans there's been throughout the years? It's crazy. From the funny Adam West being Batman, in the 70s, from
to like the darkest.
So even George Clooney.
There's a to take. Oh my God, George Clooney. I forgot about that one.
It was that bad though. That's why. Oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think I've ever told you this. That Batman movie, the guy who played Robin, I think that was when I slowly started realizing I like the guys. That. Do you remember? Oh my God. And still,
the actor. You're like, oh,
all
right.
That's different. Yeah, Robin.
Tight spandex.
Okay, hold on. The nipples on the bodysuits.
Unnecessary.
100% unnecessary.
Like, super unnecessary, dude.
And awkward the entire film.
I'm like, that's all you were staring. They were staring at me first.
Yeah. And they were cold before they got to what's his face's room.
Yeah, dude. Dr. Freeze.
Dr. Freeze's, there we go. They were cold before they got to Dr. Freeze's lab. Yo, and then Arnold as Dr. Freeze.
Oh my God. Fucking bad, dude.
That whole movie.
It's so bad it's comedic at the same time.
It really is.
Nuts, dude.
Oh God. We're hitting childhood again.
After him, they kind of gave up on Batman for a bit until one of their best action movies, hands down, came out. Or the trilogy of the best hero trilogy came out.
The Dark Knight trilogy.
The Dark Knight, dude. Freaking the director's name. God damn it, why can't I think of the freaking director's name? He's so fucking this. No, God, it's not Joe Cameron.
I can't think of it either. I'm looking it up. Hold on.
God, man.
Christopher Nolan.
Freak. I can't forget this man. He's such a legend, dude. I swear. Oh, man. But he did fantastic with Batman, dude.
Yeah, Christian Bale,
dude. Phenomenal actor, especially in the Dark Knight, dude, with the late Heath Ledger, bro. Both legends in their own right in that movie.
Yeah.
Dude.
100%.
I've never seen such a duo of a protagonist and antagonist go at it, dude. With so much emotion, dude. It's ridiculous, dude.
100%. You could tell those guys gave it their all in those films. Like
it's crazy, dude.
Yeah. And then following Christian Bale, Mr. Ben Affleck himself.
Mr. Boston Boy himself.
Well, we can't say Boston Boy when there's been a lot of Boston Boys in the news lately.
True.
I mean, have you seen that car commercial when they're all in Boston and they're all talking with this strong Boston accent?
Chris Evans, what's his name?
The Big Papi at the end was so funny.
Oh my God, dude.
You know Big Papi live here? No one knew Big Papi lived here. But it's so funny that even like us Bostonians could still take the Boston accent and make fun of the Boston accent.
Yeah, because it's so exaggerated, bro. It's so
it's so funny.
It's comical, but at the same time, people legitimately talk like that. It's ridiculous, especially people who were born in the Southie, bro. Oh man, those Italian guys, it's crazy, bro. And they freaking love their accent, dude. They love it sometimes.
Oh yeah, they'll sometimes force it even harder just to like make sure people know that they have the accent. Yeah,
dude. Like some of my coworkers, bro, when they're because especially one that he was born in Southeast, so he doesn't have an accent, but get a few drinks in him, dude. Out of nowhere, dude, he's just pocketing his car far away from Harvard. Oh my God, dude.
And have it square.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. That's the funniest thing ever, dude.
So I don't say it with you guys, but I realize I say it a lot at work. I say wicked so much at work.
Oh man, that's definitely a Boston thing, dude.
And I'm just like, why? Like, why do I say it here, but then when I'm at home, I don't.
Maybe you say so much over there, you already exacerbated that word.
But that's the thing, though. I work in the kitchen. I'm still speaking Spanish half of the time, and I'm still saying wicked.
Yeah, I don't
What
know
is
how
the
that. I'm
math?
like,
What
what
is
is
the
that?
math?
Yeah, like where? How am I using this word right now?
Yeah,
It's funny, dude.
the
Oh
only
man,
word we actually use constantly, and that we'll never get rid of it, is going to Dunks.
I'll go on a dunks, dude. Yeah,
Dunks. You want something from Dunks?
dude. I think that's one of the most Bostonian things ever, bro. So you want anything from dunks, bro?
Yeah, I told you about the chef that visited us. That was, I think it was
Oh
like,
yeah, he was like, "What the hell's dunks?" He
and
was
I'm
so
like, oh, sorry, Dunkin' Donuts. And
even
he,
here. I don't know if they replaced it everywhere else, but here in Boston, they replaced the donuts. Yeah, it literally just says Dunkin's.
mm-hmm.
I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, literally because they don't even bother to say the second word. So why
yeah,
keep
no,
it
it's like Dunks, and everyone knows where you're going.
there? Yeah, dude, it's funny. Oh man.
uh, anything else you want to add?
I want to talk about the stuff that's coming up for Destiny. So since we got new news, I think it was early last week
Mm-hmm.
and early this week that we saw like the reveal of the new subclasses that we're getting in Beyond Light.
Yeah, first we only got the Warlock subclass, and just recently we got the Hunter. Do you want to elaborate? You probably know a little bit more than I do.
Sure thing, yeah. You want to start with the Warlock or
So
you
I
want
don't
to
know.
start with the Titan?
I mean, yeah, I could do the little bit I know of the Warlock, and then you could just add on or correct me if I'm wrong. Um, well, to start off, they all all three subclasses are pretty much, they're called stasis subclasses, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of them normally solar, you have fire effects. Arc, you have electrical effects. Void, you have some dark lingering effects. For stasis, it's pretty much freezing effects. From what I've seen from all three, it is a more defensive type of subclass. They all definitely build like walls or freeze enemies enough for crowd control. For Warlock specifically, that I've seen, theirs is more of, once you activate your super, you summon a staff that shoots out like almost seeking type of like balls of energy. And once they hit their targets or even the floor, they do an area of effect, either freeze like weaker enemies or slow down stronger type enemies. And I believe they sometimes build pillars of ice.
So
That is all I know.
I mean, you're pretty much on the nose for most of those. So the Warlock subclass, what it's actually called, it's called the Shade Binder.
Shade Binder.
Yeah, Shade Binder.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, literally it launches projectiles like the Void subclasses, you know, when you use an ability called the Nova Bomb, it literally has little heat seeking little balls that seek enemies out afterwards once the big explosion happens. So pretty much it launches those as towards the floor and creates an ice path that goes towards the enemies and freezes them in place, and then you're able to blow them up afterwards and crush them into little small pieces of ice, pretty much, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And you said about the grenade. I think the grenade across the board on all three characters is going to be the same, which is going to have like there's going to be a grenade of creating a wall, a grenade of slowing down people, and then I don't know what the third one is. I don't even think they showed the third one. I know for the Titan specifically, of course, I focused on that one a lot.
Yeah.
The Titans subclass is called the Behemoth, and that pretty much looks pretty dope. Not gonna lie. So what it does is it creates pretty much an ice glove and makes you slam it on the floor. It makes you freeze everyone around that area, pretty much. And not only that, it weakens them, like you said. I think most of these subclasses pretty much have almost the same thing, like about slowing down the game instead of running and gunning like most people do and whatnot. This slows it down, makes you, control lanes, control sections of the map a little bit better than you would do now. But like for this subclass specifically, you do an area, an effect when you slam down that freezes people, and then you get to pretty much jump over their heads and slam them down and destroy them and create them into little ice as well that way, which is pretty dope.
So, yes, it's dope. It looks cool. I don't know about you, but it reminds me so much of the, oh my god, why am I blinking? What was the Arc one? Same thing. Striker Titan.
Yeah, a lot of people make it
instead of shocking, it's freezing.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that, and it's kind of it's the inner joke, I guess, for Destiny and the Destiny community that Titans, Titan Smash type of stuff that they always are the running and gunning type of sub class. The ones that go, head first and whatnot into gunfights and whatnot with shotguns and stuff like that. They're very melee based class. So I guess they kept that intact with the ice subclass coming up.
And then, so I have a couple more notes, but we'll go into the hunter one now. I know it's just called Revenant. You pretty much go into the air and you have almost like ice pickaxes that you are able to shoot. You have two, so you're able to throw them at enemies. If you hit an enemy, it freezes them. And then it also creates an area of effect type of thing, slowing down enemies nearby. And then if you blow up use the second one and you blow up the one you froze with your first pickaxe, it has a chance of shattering the enemies frozen or slowed down nearby.
Yeah, which is that's pretty brutal. Like that one sounds pretty awesome. And on top of that, which I'm kind of jealous on their secondary thing, like their melee, you can say they get two what is it called?
Throwing knives?
No, the specific name, the
dodge.
The Shiryukens or whatever they're called. Shurikens, that's the Shurikens. Shurikens. God damn it, dude. I was trying to remember the goddamn name. But they get the Shurikens, dude.
Shurikens?
No, but they get two Shurikens that freaking pretty much bounce on walls. That like almost pretty much seek out enemies, which is insane. They showed that off on the trailer. And I'm like, that's going to be trouble, dude. Hunters are already annoying enough, and they're going to be even more annoying with those freaking shurikens, dude. Oh my god.
Yes, they are.
Nah, but 100%, I'm Titan main, and I'm not going to lie, dude. I think the Hunters, they got this subclass better off than all three of them.
But like always, I feel like they're just going to release it.
They're gonna be
hear
overpowered as
and
hell.
see that they're just OP, and then
They're gonna
that's when
tune it down.
all the nerfs are gonna come in.
They're gonna. They did this when the other 3 new subclasses came out. You know, like
Chaos Reach just
Chaos
recently got
Reach,
nerfed too.
Cavern Burning Maul, and
Mhm.
Blade Barrage. They were overpowered like crazy the first month.
Especially Blade Barrage.
They were crazy overpowered. But of course they did that just for us to have a little bit of fun, which, you know, all Destiny players, I'm pretty sure, appreciate that a little bit.
Definitely, yeah.
The little chaos that ensues after a month of releasing new stuff like that, especially a new element entirely, which is crazy, you know, to even think about. On top of getting these new subclasses, we're gonna get new weapon types as well, but they haven't really released anything on that. We're still
not much information.
Definitely speculating on what they might release on those new weapon types and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a slingshot.
Yeah.
It's a heavy hitting slingshot.
So who knows?
All right, so here's my thing now, and you could agree or disagree or just tell me to shut the hell up, that I don't know what I'm talking about. But I don't feel like, how to put this, I don't feel like there's enough my words,
Enough content.
no, not even content. I don't feel like there's enough really necessity or crowd control things, because we pretty much already, with guns and grenades and melees, like, we knock down surrounding enemies pretty quickly.
Yeah. No, I kind of agree on that. So people are like, why are we why are they creating subclasses to slow stuff down like that? But exactly. I think it's part of the story, and also they might have, Bungie might have some tricks up their sleeves in this new area, Europa, in a new raid too, that it might be necessary to be running those new subclasses. I mean, it's all speculation. It's all speculation, but I mean, that's what you hope for.
No, exactly. Like, I hope for that, because I mean, it gives us something different. I mean, like, when I play solo and I'm going into missions, I'm not freaking out that I'm getting surrounded by enemies.
Yeah, you just pop super, or you run something that will kill them as quickly as possible.
Exactly. Like, or if you know how to go slow and steady, you could kill them before you even reach that point.
Mm-hmm.
So unless they're gonna up the amount of enemies that we're gonna be getting surrounded by, or if they make it a necessity to be running these new supers for some reason, besides the raid only limits this super the first time you run it before you're able to open up the other supers. You got me?
That would be crazy to even think about. The first, day one raid that you have to have that new subclass equipped. You can't use the other subclasses.
Exactly.
That would be nuts to even think about. Yeah.
And even still then, with major crowds of enemies, that's when we have swords with whirlwind, we have rocket launchers with cluster grenades, and even still grenade launchers, there's some that do massive amount of damage, or even other exotic weapons that or even just regular legendary weapons, once you get a precision kill, the body you just killed detonates and causes a small explosion nearby.
Yeah.
So
you just find it. You're trying to look for the reasoning behind their decision on making slowing down
a defensive class.
But it kind of makes sense if you really do think about it. The game is fast paced.
Mm-hmm.
Even as a new player, because I just went back and restarted. I made a new account just to see how the new player experience is, just to talk about it, just to see how new players' perspective is. And to be honest, it is overwhelming the sheer volume of stuff they have going on at the same time. I definitely understand the frustration on that end. And they do, you really start from pretty much where we are now. Like, you know, content wise, story wise, and all that stuff. With all these, you know, the strikes, the nightfalls, the crucible being how it is right now, kind of overwhelming and whatnot. You literally get thrown into that early on. There's no segue for you to slowly do all that stuff. How we did, you know, how we started D2 with the campaign and all that stuff. They didn't start like that now, at least.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even still then, like, with those big crowds, like you say, for entering D2 players, you still have Ward of Dawn, you still have a Well of Radiance, or even still then a Storm Trance. Yeah, I said that word. And even hunters have like staff. Staff is a great AoE super for hunters.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's still other supers that could do a lot, or even still the Shadow Shot. Like, Shadow Shot is a great crowd control. Like, it literally tethers them all together.
Yeah, it's a crazy crowd control.
I mean, but even still then, like, besides really Well of Radiance and Ward of Dawn for like blessings, weapons blessings or whatever, they're still not like massive things. Like, for like, they're still not used for big crowds like that,
I think
unless you're in a raid for like the boost of whatever.
I think that's why they're doing this type of stuff, because I feel certain subclasses are used that are meant to be defensively are used offensively, you know, and stuff like that. Like, Well is supposed to be used defensively, but it never is if you think about it, and neither is Ward of Dawn or Shadow Shot. It's never used as a defensive mechanism. It's always used to do debuffs and buff your weapons and do all this crazy stacking of buffs and debuffs to that one player and your weapons. And I think that's what Bungie's logic is. So we gotta slow everything else down. And I wouldn't be surprised if they tune all of those subclasses and turn them down even lower than they are now. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that's true. Like, again, I like that they're bringing new stuff on, because it's going to give a new... It's going to change whatever metas we have now.
Which is always good.
Definitely. It's like putting a new character in League of Legends or whatever. It's definitely going to change things up, how things were played. Like, everyone's now have to get used to this, and let alone besides the whole new subclasses, there's still a lot of... They're kind of bringing back what we had in Destiny 1 with like the customizations type of things for the supers.
Yep.
So that's definitely going to be something interesting to see. I mean, how you use the shards and what you put on, and then like if you don't have the shards to go into a raid and change what you need, like, you have to work with what you got.
Yeah, it's crazy the level of customization that they're bringing into the subclasses. Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping they bring that to the ones that we have now. That would be great if they, like, you know, add new things, take things away, or, you know, stuff like that. I mean, that would be crazy.
Yeah, they can make like a small storyline saying, oh, you go here, and like, we go back to the original crystal that gave us our supers.
You see, that would be great story content and all that stuff. It would make sense. It would definitely make sense.
Yeah, like, they could say the crystal was reactivated for some reason. Yeah, you fight your way through, you get to the crystal, there's this boss, and then you have to touch the crystal, and that's when, like, all other subclasses now have this new customization type of thing. You got me? Like, that would be a good storyline, and then introduce this new subclass with the same customization we now have to do with everything else.
I think one of the biggest. This is coming from I'm mostly a PVE player, but for me, this game lacks difficulty in certain areas.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think that's what they're trying to do. If they nerf everything and they tweak some stuff or weapons down and subclasses down. I'm not saying nerf it. I'm just saying tweak it a little bit. Maybe even give things a little bit more health in general. I think it would bring the challenge that people want back like it did in D1. I don't know if you remember how difficult certain nightfalls were with specific modifiers. An example of the Omnigul Strike, when it was light switch, was like if you get hit by a melee, you instantly die. And Arc Burn, how messy that used to be, dude, of a nightfall.
How I don't remember. Do you not remember me, you, and Andre literally spent, I want to say 6 hours just doing that mission?
Just doing that one nightfall, dude. Just trying to do it when it first came out.
And I'm not kidding. It literally took us 6 hours.
Yeah, I mean, that's called commitment. And second, that was ridiculous.
We were not prepared for 6 hours.
We weren't. I don't even think we were up to light to even do it at the time. Or maybe we were. No, we were like... I don't. Damn,
we kept having
such a long time ago.
When we needed to take pee breaks, there was one specific corner that we had to all shove ourselves into that no enemy was reaching us.
Oh yeah, the little cheese spot. Yeah, we had to resort to that because we really couldn't do it.
I mean, we kept running out of ammo and waiting for ammo sense to pop to just do some sort of damage.
No, but you see that I feel like stuff like that used to be fun because we were dedicated. We want difficult content. I think that's what's missing in D2, to be honest. I mean, raids and stuff, all that stuff is annoying, but it's not difficult if you think about it, dude. If you have a good team, it's going to get done pretty easily. It's not going to take hours on end like stuff like that did. You know, it was difficult, but in a good way. And an annoying way.
Oh, yeah.
P.S. It was annoying.
Speaking of Destiny, also happy 6 years, Destiny, since the original Destiny launched nuts. For the 360.
I'm playing the same freaking game for 6 years, dude.
6 freaking years, dude.
God damn it, dude. Bungie, what will you bring us on your 7th? Because they got a fetish with the number 7 for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll see what. I mean, they said it here on themselves on their post this week because they do weekly posts. That we'll see what the. Let me see what they said something specifically. It's a little freaking tease bit.
Well, hopefully it's something for the players. I mean, they have to have a way to look up what players are still on since D1.
They do, but that's like their legacy content and all that stuff. That's
give us something we don't have to pay for.
No, it's not. It's not paid for. I mean, they have some appreciation. Like they have their D1 stuff online on their Bungie.net.
But I mean,
website.
Get something cooler. Like, give us our own exotics called. What do we call it?
I'm kidding. Nah, that game should stay where it is.
You will break D2 if you bring back Gallowhorn.
People would be mad. I would be mad. A lot of people would be mad.
I don't think I would go back to
D2. I don't think so either. I'd be like, yo, if you bring that rocket launcher back, dude, this game's done.
And that's that I'm on a small hiatus right now from it.
I'm telling you, dude, that game, I mean, that gun's too overpowered to bring.
Like, call it like the dedication or something.
A gun called the dedication.
And it literally doesn't like make it an exotic, but it doesn't even have to have like an exotic perk. It's just a literally make it an auto rifle, and every time you shoot it, some confetti pops out.
Some be pretty awesome.
Put a car horn as the bullets come out.
Talk about horns, dude. I remember Sparrows used to have those fun horns. Where's that in D2, man?
No, that was fun. There was a lot of better things in D1 than D2, especially like the color palettes for clothing.
Yeah, no, I agree on that. The color palettes were definitely better, dude. I mean, it was annoying that some of the color palettes were like kind of shit because of one particular era you didn't want that color to be.
Yeah, but I mean, at that point, that's why they also did like the whole kiosk thing, so you could like search before you actually decide to like dedicate yourself on what to get.
Yeah, that helped a lot.
I like the kiosks. The kiosks were fun.
No, but definitely, and D1 had its, it has this nostalgia factor now, and people say, "Oh, I prefer D1 over D2," but I disagree with that entirely. D2 is way beyond better than D1.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, just not just graphically wise. I'm talking about like mechanic wise for stuff like that. Even story wise, I think it surpassed D1 on like story and lore and all that stuff that it's brought to it. And I think the biggest reason for that is because of Forsaken. Forsaken really just brought D2 back to the limelight and almost brought it back to par to D1. And then I think Shadowkeep kind of made it surpass it during for the story and all that stuff. I mean, that's what threw it over the edge that, oh, okay, this game is better than D1 now.
Yeah. Well,
because of the triangles. That's what I'm saying.
The triangles.
Yeah, the Doritos.
The Doritos. I'm sorry, you're talking about the famous Dorito Puffs?
The Dorito
Puffs. Plastic tubes?
No.
Yeah, those were the shit. Yeah. I want them back.
No, dude.
And Doritos.
The Dorito Puffs, I didn't like them too much, honestly.
I love them. But hey, at least you knew what you were getting in that tube and not compared to the 50-cent bag that's half air.
Yeah, it is. Okay, you're right about that, though, for sure.
But yeah, Forsaken was definitely something big. Ripcade. But I mean, D1 is still gonna have the nostalgia with the, hey, wake up, Guardian.
Yeah, like the first time hearing that, it's just like just going through the Cosmodrome for the first time, just walking about, killing your first captain and all that stuff.
I remember being terrified. I didn't know what type of game Destiny was going to be, and I was terrified walking through that Cosmodrome with no weapon and this little robot that's just over my shoulder talking shit to me.
Yeah, literally telling you've been asleep for decades and whatnot. I'm like, what do you mean?
Decades? I wish. I haven't had a good night's sleep since before I was born.
No, but
all right, and our brains are definitely mush at this point. Well, mine is, and I still have to study right after this.
All right.
Alrighty. So that's it for this episode of Take a Sip Podcast. Thank you for listening. Again, my name is Tito.
And I'm Leche.
Drink some water, wear a mask, social distance. The faster we get done with this, the faster we could go back to being normal.
Try to be normal. Yeah.
Try to be normal.
But definitely stay safe, everyone.
Definitely. And thank you, and see you next time.
See you next time.